What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. All right. So Theros Beyond Death is, rapidly approaching us. We have an in-game event going on in Arena that allows us to play with two of the planewalkers coming up in this new set, and that is Ashiok and Elspeth. So I want to review both planeswalkers, look at their abilities, their casting costs, and my initial impressions of how these two planeswalkers are going to affect the meta, and if it's going to be what's going to be worth it, and what could be potentially harmful in the gameplay in its current state. So let's go ahead and review this, and let's see what's going on. So we're going to inspect the packs. Pretty much there's going to be a lot of things during events, so it's not going to have every card from the set. So we'll also be taking a look at new cards from the set, but our primary focus is going to be fixated on the planeswalkers themselves. So we'll start initially with the planeswalkers, then we'll kind of scroll through the sets and get a feel for what's going on. So the first one we're going to take a look at is Ashiok, Nightmare Muse. So it's got a 5 mana cost, 3 colorless, 1 blue, 1 black. Legendary Planeswalker, power 5. Create a 2/3 blue and black nightmare creature token with whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. Okay, right from the rip, I'm going to time out. Time out. Okay, I understand it has a 5 mana cost. I'm going to get into this because as soon as I seen this this cost, I'm already like, well, I can alleviate that. I could probably get it out on a 3rd turn, to be honest with you. And I'll show you guys how to do that. But the problem is we have a creature creation for a +1 that has an exile effect. It's like Wizards is asking to ban cards. Like they didn't learn from Eldraine. It's almost like you can't give that type of power, right, to a planeswalker from the rip. You just can't, because it's just too. If you're going to create creatures, I much would rather have the subtraction than the addition. Because if you have the addition into effect, it makes it just too overpowering. It becomes too effective. And it's a 2/3 nightmare for a +1 to Ashiok. I'm completely disagreeing with the creation of this card. I'll call it right ahead of time. It's going to get a ban hammer. It's going to get a I haven't even read the next 2. And just from the power and the +1, I could tell you right now, it's going to eventually get a ban hammer in standard. It's just inevitable. So I don't think that's a good call. -3, return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, then that player exiles a card from their hand. Well, why didn't you just have... See, this is kind of what I think should have happened. Let's take a look at the -7. You may cast up to 3 face-up cards your opponent owns from exile without paying their mana cost. Why didn't they just flop this all around? Like, put the -7 as the +1 and have this as the -3, and then have return as another minus. But this is not, and I'll show you guys how to get probably a potential 3rd turn cast with this planeswalker in a minute. I honestly am a little disappointed. I mean, it's powerful, and so it's going to be a good play, but I think it's too powerful, to be honest with you. I mean, black and blue has kind of been struggling with a lot of return capabilities in the meta. Red's been dominant, but this is problematic as a whole. This is just really problematic. Okay, while we're in here, let's take a look at a couple of the other cards. Now, keep in mind, we're going to be looking at the icon for Theros, which is the mask. And we see it in the right-hand corner. All right, so this deck's got the Moxes. They're not going to redo Moxes. I think it's just for the event. But we do have the Moxes into play, to effect. All right. Kind of pulled out. This almost seems like a historic, honestly. Here's a new card coming out. Mire Grasp, Enchanted Creature. Enchanted Creature gets a -3/-3. It's an aura. Okay, not that impressed. Okay, here's another one. Inevitable End. Enchanted Creature. Enchanted Creature has, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. That's actually a pretty good enchantment. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I do. Okay, there's another one, Memory Drain. Okay, counter target spell. Yeah. It's a reprint. So we got a reprint going on with Memory Drain. And that's pretty much about it for those cards. I'm a little disappointed. Now, before moving on, we're going to go to the decks. I'm going to show you how you can get a third turn cast. Should be a third turn. Alright. If you get Priest of the Forgotten, you're going to add 2 mana. It's going to be a third turn cast. Why? You're going to get this out on second turn. Third turn, you're going to sacrifice the first creature. You got to sacrifice 2 creatures. If you actually use... it might be a fourth turn because you have to get 2 creatures. But you can get it out before 5th turn. And there might be a way to do it. If you get this out on second turn and third turn, this would give you 2 mana. So it'd be about 4th turn. There might be a way to do it though. So, you know, to be able to get a 3rd turn, but you definitely get a 4th turn cast on Ashiok. So you're going to get 2 extra black mana. That's going to go to your pool. So you're not going to need 5 mana. You're actually going to have that ability to get an additional mana right from the rip. And if you use a... you know, so you want to get like 2 creatures out, sacrifice, and then get to 2. And it's going to benefit you. There's also artifacts that could potentially get you additional mana, but you're going to be able to get it out before 5th turn, without a doubt. So I think that was a really piss poor decision as far as empowering Ashiok that much. Now let's take a look at Elspeth. Okay. Here's Elspeth, Sun's Nemesis. Alright, 2 colorless, 2 white. Up to 2 target creatures you control get a +2/+1 until end of turn. -2. Create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. What? Really? Are you serious? Really? And -3, gain 5 life. Escape 5. Exile 4 other cards from your graveyard. This makes sense as far as a planeswalker. Power 5. It's like night and day. Like literally, like in the worst way, in the worst possible scenario. I do not like this. I think this, like, I like this card. I don't like that somebody over there is messing up. It's like they're taking the iconic planeswalkers that's supposed to be the focal point of the story for the set and just completely botching it. And I mean, I don't know. Let's go over some of the other cards that potentially could be, that will, not potentially, will be coming out with the set that might be in this event. Okay. Daxios, blessed by the sun. 2 white. Legendary enchantment creature. 2/0. Daxios toughness is equal to your devotion to white. Whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies, you gain 1 life. Oh, okay. That's why it has 0. Okay, okay. It's like it's gonna die when it comes. That makes sense now. Indomitable Will. Flash, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+2. Okay. Revoke existence. Exile target artifact or enchantment. That's pretty good. Odyssey? That's an... Wait, did they just have an Odyssey? They did. That's cool. I haven't seen an Odyssey forever. Okay, here's another one. Hero of the Winds. Flying. Whenever you cast a spell that targets Hero of the Winds, creatures you control get +1/+0. 4. Flyer. It's not bad, but... Okay. So, when we take a look once again, you know, we already know what happened if you've been playing Magic the Gathering. And with the last Throne of Eldraine disaster, we have the primary, you know, Planeswalker gets a huge banhammer. And what was Oko? So, okay, you know, Oko's overpowered. We're sorry. And it's what, like, why? You gave him a 3 cast, 4 power, 2, and then a +1 to create a creature. Keep in mind what's going on. Anytime you use a plus to create with a Planeswalker, it's disaster. Who over there is playing this game? I don't know, because it's like, why would you do that? You're enabling the Planeswalker to create, and the opponent can't keep up unless it targets the Planeswalker specifically. It's the focal point now, is to get the Planeswalker off the field. So we had a banhammer, and now we have Ashiok, which, no offense, is a nightmare. Literally. It is literally a nightmare. It lives up to, you know, its lore. Because create a 2/3 blue and black nightmare creature for a +1 effect that basically has an ability. It's not just creating a 2/3. That's not the initial problem. The problem of it is when it attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. This is basically milling your opponent into oblivion. Even if they can block and kill the nightmare, they have to contend with the nightmare each turn. So if somebody goes ahead and has a tap effect and you're unable to kill the nightmare, imagine having 2 or 3. Now imagine also copying Ashiok. So say you get this out on 4th turn, and then you can copy it. This is also another concern as well, because when we take a look at copying Planeswalkers, that's not so hard to do in this meta. No, it's creature. It's not, you know, unheard of, because Spark Double can actually copy a Planeswalker. So you can have multiple Ashioks in play, and then what are you doing? You're pumping out multiple nightmares. You're getting multiple effects. That's basically just polluting the field. And I think blue and black has always been a really good combo, especially Control Death, in my opinion. But unfortunately, I think Ashiok's effect is too overpowered, and I can honestly predict that it's going to get a banhammer. Is it going to take time? Probably. There'll probably be a month, and it's going to share the same fate as Oko, in my opinion. But that's my opinion. That's my first initial impression. So let me check the comments, see if we have any comments or whatever. Yo, what's up, David? Sylvia, what's up? How are y'all doing? Sorry, I was just going over some stuff, but yeah, it's kind of depressing. It's kind of depressing a ton. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play a couple hands. And of course we're going to use the Ashiok. We'll see what we can get going on. I'm going to put on my headset here so I can hear turn phases. Now, if you play the event, you can also earn packs, so it's kind of cool. These events are kind of cool, but if anybody's playing right now, that's another thing. Because it's 40 seconds in, and everybody's probably doing dailies or trying to get their ranks up. I just think this was a natural disaster. This was not a, you know, I mean, I'm looking forward to the set. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to hopefully shake up the meta. I'm hoping, but I think red once again is going to have a huge dominance, and I think now black becomes that focal point, especially in the beginning, because now you have these planeswalkers that have to be, you know, taken out of the gameplay. It has to be removed from the field, and if it's not, then you have a problem within itself. We got two. And actually, it's not as bad. I don't like memory drain. But two creatures. It's a little better. I love this field. Oh my god, I love this field. I love this field. Okay. So it's going to be a human. Should have put noble. Should have known to check mine. That might cost me a game. Oh my god. Nice. Good. That's good stuff.
Neither monsters nor gods will stand.
Can't be blocked, so we'll be able to keep Elspeth kind of contained for a minute. But I think I've pretty much put myself at a disadvantage. I'm pretty much dead next turn. Think I'm dead.
Do my best to support you. Together, we can exact justice.
I think I'm still screwed. Because I'm outnumbered. Oh. That's harsh. All he has to do is just attack. I can only block 3. Or 2. Oh, what? I have an idea. Let's hope it works. I should have put out this human soldiers what I should have
I am
done.
proud of my comrades.
Nice. Excelente.
The heart of a hero beats within your breast.
One life to go. It was a good game. It was really good. Oh, look at that. My first pack that I can't open yet. It's all good. Okay, let me check out the comments. Sorry about that, y'all. Yeah, so goes to Skyrim, and the new Xbox is going to be beast. Yeah, I feel like Xbox is going to be, the new Xbox is going to be really good. Because, you know, a lot's going into the next gen consoles. And I just feel like if you're a console player, at any capacity, depending like if you want the convenience of the mobile for the Switch, if you're a PlayStation or an Xbox fan, the console generation this is just taken off. It's been amazing. It really has. Oh, looky. Now typically I wouldn't even take this hand because it looks like a friggin' crazy shit. It's so expensive. But I'm actually going to do it because I have the Mox shut. So, we're going to do it. I'm a little apprehensive, I'm not going to lie. Mox Pearl. See, it could definitely be a problem. I want to see if I can get Ashiok into play. If I can get Ashiok into play, it's going to I think kind of illustrate a little bit more the problem, but I don't know. This could be really bad for me. I mean, I'll have the mana. I'll have it. Oof. You know, I think my best bet's to get the Cavalier out there, but then in a way, I'm not sure. Let's get this thing out of there for a minute. Let's buy it a little time. Oof. Oh boy. Yeah? No. No, 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 no.
There is little as exquisite. All your fears are given for.
See, now that's what's crazy. Like, they have to take two and exile it for each, like, whatever. But I shouldn't have taken that hand. It was really dumb, but I wanted to get Ashiok in the field, but it's my fault. Alright. I think, like I said, I haven't got to do a lot of previews. I've done some with some of the cards that I could get, you know, take a look at and kind of assert what's going on. But white to me is just, I'm a little saddened by what I'm seeing for the white color, the white mana. That's probably about it. Everything else looks pretty good. They just need to quit putting in overpowered cards. Really, they do. They need to stop putting in. It just should have a general rule associated. You could come out. You don't have to homogenize the cards. Just have a basic understanding to say, hey, if we're going to create a creature, we want to have an effect of a minus effect, not an additional effect. And you can associate the cost based on, and the effects based on the planeswalker and their related, abilities. But just to hand these crazy abilities to the planeswalkers at an attribute is ridiculous. It's just completely bonkers. Might have to wait till this afternoon to finish this. Nothing. Oh my god, that is just horrid. It's horrible. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan that. 2 blue mana. I'll actually keep it just because of the Night Veil sprite, and I don't go first. Oh, okay. That's actually pretty good. Got lifelink? Of course it does. I'm not going to be able to cast that right now, so we'll put it in here. And what that allows me to do now is just bring it to my hand directly. That's a problem. have to keep a blocker. Don't have much choice. We got a counter though. So let's see what this dude tries to pop out on him. It's cool, it's cool, it's cool. Go big. I can't afford enchantments to come out right now. Hell to the nizzo. Oh my god, for real? I knew it was gonna happen. Bastard. Okay. Ow. Oh. If I don't get a land, next turn I'm dead. And I don't have a choice but to put out the Cavalier. I don't have a choice. I love this field. I'm feeling it. I kind of like it. And it's black. Thank God. Come on. Dude, seriously. It's like, shit, I know what's coming. Really? Just hit the resolve button. Oh. Yes. Maybe DC'd, I don't know. I hate winning this way, though. I really don't like winning that. That dude had the advantage the entire match. So... Alright. Well, I need one more. Let's try it. Yeah, no. Ashiok's gonna get a banhammer. It's gonna get a banhammer. It's going to. It's just got it, in a mill deck. It's gonna be like God. It's gonna be a god. It's not gonna be a planeswalker. It's gonna be a god. You don't enable planeswalkers with +1 creature effects. You don't. Well, hey, we'll give it a plus effect and allow it to create a creature on a gain to its, you know, its power. Well, yeah, it makes sense. You know, hey, what could possibly go wrong? What a bunch! Oh my god. I don't know, there, George. What could possibly happen? And red, oh my god. Ugh. Yep. Black Lotus. Alright. I do have to draw. Gonna have quite a bit of whatever. Just gonna make life a little easier. Both. Oh, really? You don't think I will, eh? That's a friggin'... Looks good to me. Oh, bye. Hexproof from black, eh? You have a 6/5 flyer. Please attack. You have a 7/6 flyer. Oh. It has vigilance, doesn't it? It does. That's a serious combo. Oh boy. I think I'm screwed. I think I'm screwed. Ow. Oh, you bastard. Oh my gosh! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut! What? What? It doesn't matter. It's not targeting you. You did it for the scry. You're still going. It's going bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. It's like I got a creature. I'm screwed. Again. It's like I equip it. And I have a non-blocker. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Absolutely. Protection from blue. I think I'm screwed. I can't do nothing. Yeah, I'm screwed. Nothing I can do. It was still a nice pull. Alright, I gotta get going. Sylvia, thank you for stopping in. Dave, thank you for stopping in. And make sure if you guys are ESO players, you go in there and you check out Two Old Dudes. Let me see what you had to say. Here, let me pull that up. They need to go back to classic Magic. I think they definitely need to, you know, look at what Magic was and what it's developed into. I do concur with that. I think a lot of the things that, oh wait, I'll be able to actually open these? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh yeah, I can't do it. Anyways, I think they need to go back for sure to a more structured gameplay, but there's always powerful cards. That's not my gripe. My gripe is, and there's always going to be either restrictions or bans that's going to be coming. The problem of it is you're bringing out the flagship card that's going to be bannable within the standard format. That's the problem. Like, you don't make your flag card the first bannable card that's going to be coming. It's like, oh, this is the highlighted card that's going to help promote the set. Let's make it so overpowered that we ban it from standard in a month. Why? Why? That becomes my question. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Why? But hey, whatever. Anyways, I want to thank everybody for stopping in. If you have any questions, comments, please post below. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give me a like, thumbs up. And as always, have a nice day.